What is genocide? Genocide is a deliberate attempt to destroy a racial, political, or cultural group. Genocide has been a problem for hundreds of years. The United States, in the past, has not gotten involved with any genocides that have happened around the world. This new foreign policy for the U.S. will help prevent genocides by bringing nations together. The United States is a superpower of the world, and they should use this as an advantage to encourage and create an international campaign to prevent genocide. Also, these nations can work together and share the cost so there is no unfairness and no tension between nations. Lastly, the U.S. is part of the United Nations. The U.S. can work to bring more cooperation among the members of the UN and help get the UN to make genocide a top priority. By working together with other nations, the U.S. and these countries can help halt genocide from occurring in the future. By all these nations working together, they will be able to create an idea that they can all agree on. This idea will hopefully in the future prevent and end genocides. A nation like the U.S. acting alone does not have the moral authority or the capacity to fix the world's problems. These ideas to take action, the U.S. and the UN must come up with a more detailed plan of what they will do if a genocide were to happen. They could do this by raising funds to set aside when it is needed. These funds would be used for troops, weapons, and other military resources that would be dedicated for the purpose of when a genocide occurs. For raising funds, the U.S. and other nations will most likely have to use the taxes from citizens of their nation. Besides from taxes, the American citizens should not be majorly affected from these genocides, but they are encouraged to help work with each other and the government to fight against genocides. There are many challenges to fighting and stopping genocides. Legally, if the event is defined as a genocide, the Genocide Convention is allowed to take action and to stop it. If an event is legally confirmed as a genocide, the U.S. will need troops and other weapons to go and stop the massacres. Nations' fundings to prevent genocides will need a way to get this money. As said before, these countries will probably have to put a tax on citizens to get this money. The Holocaust. In Germany during 1933 to the early 1940s, the Holocaust started by Hitler calling for a boycott of Jewish businesses. After the continuation of discrimination towards Jews, the Nazis drew up a plan to annihilate the whole of European Jewry and other undesirables like Slavs, Gypsies, German homosexuals, and mentally and physically disabled. At the time, the U.S. wanted to stay out of the situation because they did not want to get involved with World War II. FDR anticipated to stop Hitler, but was unable to because the domestic political opinion supported it. Cambodia. In 1970, the Khmer Rouge attacked the current leader of Cambodia, Lon Nol. This attack started a civil war in Cambodia. After 5 years of civil war, the Khmer Rouge overthrew Lon Nol. The head of the Khmer Rouge, Pol Pot, wanted to turn Cambodia into a communist utopia. He then began his genocide and killed 1.7 million people. The U.S. at this time was fighting in the Vietnam War. During Cambodia's civil war, the U.S.'s policy in the Vietnam War contributed to the civil war. In the end, the U.S. did hardly anything to stop this genocide. In the future, the U.S. should not be afraid to get involved. Millions of people were killed in both these genocides. If the nations of the world work together, one day we can stop genocides from happening.